This story, Ainsley. Two Florida parents charged with a felony neglect charge after their 11-year-old son was reportedly playing alone in the backyard for 90 minutes while they ran late and he was locked out of the house. So do these charges go too far? Here to debate, criminal defense attorney Steve Razor and former prosecutor Robert Bianchi. Nice to see both of you this morning.
Good to be
now,
here.
let's get into it because this seems, on the surface, it seems like this is government going too far. Bob, where do you come down on this? 90 minutes alone in the backyard. He's in his own backyard. The parents couldn't get home. Did police go too far in this?
You know, we just don't have enough data at this point in time, but I'll say this. What interests me as a former prosecutor and a person that's handled hundreds of these cases is that you had a neighbor calling in because they were concerned. You had the police come and do an investigation, and they obviously became concerned. The prosecutors agreed with the charges. The Department of Protective Services felt that it was needed, and then the court ultimately found that these kids can be returned, but under very special conditions. So we don't know the history of what if these parents have ever had contact before, and we don't know the circumstances under which this kid was left. Let's not forget, he didn't know where his parents were. He was locked out of his house, and he didn't have access to emergency services, shelter, food, things like that.
Does that rise to the level of neglect?
No, it doesn't. I mean, the definition is pretty clear. He has to be in some sort of danger. There was no danger from the neglect. And what is important is in Florida, there is no minimum age where a child cannot be left alone at home. So what you have to look at here is, where is the greater harm? And this government overreach where they come in and kind of steamroll this family and trying to address some sort of neglect charge, they created the harm because they removed the 11-year-old child from the home along with his 4-year-old brother for a month in and out of foster care. This is a typical example of when government goes too far and actually creates a worse situation than before.
You know, but I'll say this. If in fact this is just an 11-year-old and he was left alone, why the parents didn't call the police or call somebody to take care of the kid to let him know where his parents were, or a neighbor, we don't know. We get that. So everybody's looking at this case like, oh gosh, if I leave my kid alone, I can be arrested.
That's the substance of the case.
Yeah,
but that's the whole case.
But I think that what's at issue here is you have to look at the underlying facts and circumstances that even a court is looking at this and saying that there's an issue here that needs to be addressed.
This is true.
So there might be something under, to Bob's point, something under this. Why didn't they call a neighbor? Why were they left alone for 90 minutes and no one seemed to know about it? Why were neighbors calling police? They weren't even involved in the community?
Well, you know, the problem is partly in that the law in Florida is that everybody is a mandated reporter. So if you see a child left alone, you pick up the phone and you call, because technically if someone doesn't, they could be in violation of the law themselves. But look, you get there, the kid's fine. In fact, there was contact with the parents. They knew the parents are coming home. You've got to back away there. There's other ways to address this. There are no additional facts to suggest there was anything wrong in that family. And I agree, if they wanted to, they could have investigated it further. They chose not to. They reacted too quickly. We have to take a look at the facts as they exist. And it's insufficient.
I mean, taking them away for a month in and out of foster care, what kind of trauma is that for a kid?
Listen, doing this for 26 years, as the head law enforcement officer, head county prosecutor myself, I can tell you this in my experience, that courts do not take children away easily. These services are very scarce.
You know, and
they
typically, I have to object right there for a second.
They typically don't do these things. And again, 5 groups of people that were looking at this all felt that there was a significant issue here. We don't know all the data, and that's the problem. We're creating a narrative without knowing all the facts.
So there might be more to it, your point.
You know what? I have to say there isn't more to it, because you know what? When the judge finally heard from the kid, which maybe they should have spoken to him sooner, this is the 11-year-old I'm talking about, they returned them to the house. And how did they do that? Under the parameters, you know, the parents have to admit that it's wrong to leave their kid outside alone for 90 minutes. So you know what? There was nothing more to this case. This went on for over a month, and it shouldn't have.
Well, the parents also had to go for counseling, for parenting issues. Listen, many times as the head county prosecutor, we're not allowed to discuss things that are occurring with Child Protective Services and what's going on side of the court. And the media writes a story based on what we have right now, very scant evidence. But I'm telling you, in 26 years of a history, you would not have all of these services being given to this kid, parenting, counseling, or what have you, unless the judge felt that there was a risk that these kids are in danger.
A fascinating story. The debate will continue. Steve, Bob, great to see you.
Thank you.